So have you ever stopped to think about how much your flexibility as a rider actually affects your riding and your riding ability, and then by extension, your ability to influence your horse? Like, especially when it comes to your seat and legs, which is directly connected to your hips. So I have a very simple hip flexibility test that's going to show you if your hips are flexible or not, or if you're lacking hip flexibility, how that is by extension perhaps limiting your effectiveness as a rider. Now, again, all the tests that I've been doing in this 10-part series, it's okay if you fail the first time. But the better your hip flexibility, the more control you're going to be able to have over your horse, and the more touch points you're going to be able to access across their back through the saddle. And frankly, by improving your hip flexibility, it's going to improve your effectiveness in every single movement you do with your horse, whether that be through dressage or jumping. So imagine if you could identify where you and your horse are struggling with your partnership or with your riding without having to go to a competition or take a lesson. Because instead of guessing what's holding you back, I have 10 simple at-home on your own tests that's going to give you clear and actionable insights into what you're currently struggling with. The best part is that these tests don't just improve your skills. They help forge a deeper connection with you and your horse for more successful rides, especially when you're under the high pressure of competition. So let's dive in. Hey guys, so welcome back to Team Fuego for 10 horse riding improvement tests for better skills and a stronger horse-rider connection. So in this series, we're going to explore 10 simple yet really powerful at-home tests.
Bring it on!
Designed for you to do them on your own, but to improve not only the essential skills for riding, but deepen your connection with your horse. So these tests aren't just about technique, they're about understanding what you and your horse truly need to strengthen for your partnership to prosper.
Like a boss.
Whether you're preparing for your next show or just looking to build more trust and balance in your everyday riding, these exercises are going to help get you there, but more importantly, point out where you guys need to focus. So let's saddle up and start creating some better results and a stronger bond.
This is gonna be epic!
So this test came about not because of a horse person. It was actually because of this person I follow on YouTube, and he posts videos about different stretches and exercises that target different physical therapy pieces. Now, I was a gymnast, so I follow this guy because, man alive, my body is like, girl, you put me through the ringer. So I always have different things flare up, and his channel is great, which I will link down below the video that I'm going to show in this video. But the point being that his video is great for different maneuvers and exercises for very, very vastly different parts of the body. And funny enough, I was watching one of his videos about something else. However, it ended up being a great test for hip flexibility. Now, as a rider, hip flexibility is very important because in order for you to say, let's even just say the canter transition, right? Inside leg on, outside leg back. In order for your outside leg to go back, that is mobility in your hips. So if you don't have mobility in your hips, by definition, your canter transitions are going to be difficult. And if they're difficult for you, they're difficult for your horse. This very, very, very simple test is a way to show you how flexible your hips are, or how flexible your hips truly are, because it's okay if you fail this test the first time, but I encourage you, if you do, to continue working on it. And when you're able to pass this test, I guarantee you're going to see an improvement in your riding. If not an improvement in your riding, an improvement in the effectiveness of your aids, which by extension would be an improvement in your riding. But the point is, by having true hip flexibility, you're going to have a bigger impact on your horse and a bigger influence in the quality of the movement, which is the whole point of riding in the first place, right? So without further ado, I am actually going to demonstrate for you the test, and I'm going to put it side by side with the original video that I found that taught me this this test, and it's going to be linked down below in case you want to watch it yourself. But do this test. It doesn't require a horse. It only requires a soft ground because you know, it's a, you know, you got to sit on the ground and you got to do stuff. But the point being, if you're able to maneuver your hips in this way, then you have proper hip flexibility for the best impact and potential influence from your seat to your horse's movement. So again, absolutely don't feel bad if you fail the test the first time. This is just where you're starting to where you're trying to get to, and there are 10 tests that you can do at home alone and see how you measure up when it comes to your riding. Now, comment down below how this test went for you, and I will see you on the other side. That's all for this test of the 10 horse riding improvement tests for better skills and a stronger horse rider connection. Remember, each of these tests is a stepping stone to developing a better horse rider connection, but more importantly, for you to become a better rider no matter what horse you're riding. Because better communication with your horse and clearer communication is going to improve the results no matter what. As with anything, the more you practice, the better you get. But with horses, it's tricky because you only have a capped number of hours that you can work with a horse every day, every week, every month. They are not motorcycles or machines.
I know you know this on a deep subconscious level.
You have to make incremental progress and know what the little things you can do, how that translates to the big steps you can take later. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with one of your equestrian friends because these tests apply to all types of riding. As always, happy riding, and I'll see you on the next test.